Hey everybody, it's tea time. Get on in here. I have a teapot. Yep, I have a cup of tea. It's a saint. Her name is Anne Seton. She helped the poor. Went to see her. There was a shrine close to my niece, and she lived in Maryland at the time, but the shrine was in Virginia. So I went to see that, and there was this beautiful stained glass window, and I like stained glass, and I got me a cup while I was there. So everybody, I'm drinking. I've had 16 ounces of bone broth. I got my little exercise and stuff going on. Yep. Worked up a sweat. Probably because of the bone broth. But I have a public service announcement for you. Yes, I want you to go through your house and open up all your blinds. Let the sun shine in. And if your children have light darkening curtains, light blocking curtains on their windows, take those suckers down, because your children need light. And if you are suffering from any bit of depression, you need to get out in a sunbeam. Yes, you need to get out in a sunbeam. So let's open up our shades. Let's open up our blinds. Let's pull the curtains back and get outside. Yay for signing up for Saving Dinner. Yes, Leanne can really help you when it comes to getting rid of the what's for dinner blues. Yep, she really can, because she has some great recipes, and they're easy. Her recipes are so easy. So now that we've got 200 people in here, everybody's got their tea. Mine's too hot to drink right now. I'm going to reach into my little teapot. Right here, I got one. Let's open it up. What are we talking about this morning? Routines become habits. We all have them. Are they functional? So if you get up in the morning and you grab a cup of coffee and you're still in your jammies, and you go sit down and have your cup of coffee and you're not dressed to lace up shoes, how long are you going to stay in those jammies? Probably half the morning. And you know who I'm talking to. Yep, probably half the morning. Get up and get dressed to lace up shoes as soon as you wake up. Don't wait for the coffee to kick in. Coffee is a reward. Coffee is a reward. So get up and get dressed to lace up shoes. Get out of those house shoes, because they're dangerous. You could slip down some stairs with them on. And let's string together habits that become routines. It's just that simple. Simple habits strung together become a routine. So we have a routine for the morning, a routine for the afternoon, a routine for the evening. And once these habits become part of us, it's hard to let them go. I've really tried not to put on my nighttime facial stuff. I have a face routine. I wash my face. I put eye drops in my eyes. I clean my nose really well. I have chapstick. I have my facial stuff that my sister and Jay got me to buy. They didn't give it to me. They got me to buy. And I have this routine. So I go eyes, ears, nose, mouth. That means take my nighttime medications too, because I got to take my magnesium, and then this. And it has changed my life. If I get to bed and I haven't checked eyes, ears, nose, that's my routine. If I get to bed, I have to get up and do it. But I've tried to not do it, and it doesn't work because it's become so ingrained in my nighttime routine. So everybody, and I also have a shoulder thing that I rub, that mitt that I need to get Leanne one of those. She liked that idea. So our habits, our simple habits, when strung together into routines. I mean, you have a routine for everything. You have a routine for coming home from work. You have a routine for getting up in the morning. You have a routine for getting out the door. You have a before bed routine. And see, next month in September, we're going to be practicing our before bed routine because that helps us get our kids to school with everything they need. So you don't have to run home and pick up that lunchbox. Because you have a checklist and you have everything by the door, by the launch pad. The launch pad is right by your door as you walk out your door. So habits keep us sane. Our routines keep us sane, but they also put us on automatic pilot. And when you're on automatic pilot, it's just been one thing at a time. I don't know what's going on with my internet today, but please forgive me for the intrusion. It's just driving me nuts. Yep, just stay on. It'll come back. If it goes out again, it'll come back. So routines. Somebody one time, I know I've told you this, and forgive me if I'm repeating myself, but a lot of people are new here. And I was interviewed by a reporter from the Sacramento Bee. Now, I told this lady, which I asked her if her desk was cleaned off, and it wasn't. I shouldn't have talked to her. I really shouldn't have talked to her because that's one of the rules. If your desk is a mess, I'm not talking to you. Nope. I'll call me back in an hour when you've cleared off your desk. And I can tell, believe it or not, I can really tell if their desk is a mess. And they've told me a story. But I told her I get up in the morning and I go through my morning routine. I make my bed, I head to the bathroom, I switch and swipe. And she stopped me right there. And she said, I've been making my bed for 40 years or 30 years or whatever she said. It's been a long time ago, so I've slept since then. But she says, I do it without even thinking. I said, see, you're proving my subject. You're proving my point right there. When you have this routine, you go through it without even thinking. You get up, you make your bed, you go to the bathroom, you swish and swipe, you get dressed to lace up shoes, you grab a load of laundry, you put it in the wash machine, you head to the kitchen, and Robert makes my coffee, but sometimes the dishwasher needs to be emptied, and before you know it, 15 minutes has gone by, you're dressed to lace up shoes, and let's clean our desk off. Yep. Turning up the volume. I need to reboot my laundry. Yep. So, if your desk is a mess, it's messing with your head. So we got to clear off that desk. I can't write if my desk is a mess. And my husband has just built me a new desk. A wonderful new desk. And I'm so excited to have this desk. Just so excited. But you need to do some research on those Crocs, whoever wears Crocs. You need to do some research on them because they're not that great for your feet. They're not. And they have holes in them, so if you drop a glass, things could poke through. So, everybody, let's open up the blinds. Let's let some sunshine in. And if you've got a kid who holds up in their bedroom because they have a TV and a computer in there and games, I'd suggest moving them out of their room into the main part of the house so you can see what's going on. That's what I believe with all my heart. When Justin was little, he got a TV for Christmas one year. He loved the Weather Channel. Well, he would hold up in his bedroom watching the Weather Channel. That's before we had any real video games. So, everybody, Let's get the blinds open. I think people having people who are feeling stress, you need to be outside in a sunbeam. You need vitamin D, and that comes from the sunshine. And get out there. Children need 4 to 6 hours outside every day. We need to be in nature every day. Strap-on sandals will work, but you can't kick them off. You can't kick them off. And I don't like them because your feet aren't protected in the kitchen. And if you have any problem with your feet swelling, sandals don't keep your feet from swelling. You need compression on your feet to keep them from swelling. One room at a time. Leanne just got through doing it. So everybody, here's to getting a little more sun in our lives. Yep. Sun from the sky, and maybe a little Jesus too. Wouldn't hurt. So everybody drink up. Oh, it's still real hot. I'm going to have to blow on it. Woo. So I forgot to set up my teapot for tomorrow. We're doing the Wise Old Owl. I might have forgotten it yesterday too, but I don't know. Don't care. Yesterday's gone. All we got is today. And then tomorrow will be here before we know it. Hug someone to feel. Hugs are good. There's a commercial on TV, and it's supposed to be a stupid commercial. It's supposed to make you think that, just good enough isn't good enough. Somebody could speak Swedish and they couldn't speak it well enough, and he said something about trying to speak Swedish, and he said, my boss needs a hug. And the guy got up and gave him a hug. Don't we all need hugs? And it's supposed to be a stupid commercial, but I think there's some truth to it. We all need a hug. We all need a hug. And if you give more hugs, you'll get more hugs. Think about it. If you give more compliments, you'll get more compliments. If you give more love, you'll get love back. So let's give what it is we want and need. We need hugs. We need love. We need compassion. So give compassion. So whatever you're looking for in any relationships or even with strangers, be kind and give what you're wanting. If you're wanting more compliments, give more compliments. Here's to being, pretending, faking it till you make it, being who you want to be. Just don't expect it to happen. You got to set up reminders on your phone and do lots of things. We need to do lots of things. So here's to being kind to ourselves and giving others what we want ourselves. The Bible teaches to love your neighbor as yourself. If you don't know how to love yourself, you got to just try some things. Give a hug, a pat on the back. And I know it's not politically correct, but I don't care. I don't care, because the world needs more hugs. Just like the world needs more cowbell. I love you all. I will see you tomorrow morning, bright and early. Let me see if I'm on time. Yep, right on time. Thank you, Jesus. I'll see you tomorrow.